What the heck is happening to China's money supply? You might be thinking of this sharp increase to China's M1 money supply, but that's not it. They just included corporate checking accounts to that supply, so that's why we saw a huge jump. I'm talking about the gigantic increase in their M2 money supply. If you're curious about the difference, the M1 money supply is just cash, coins, and whatever's in a checking account. The M2 money supply includes all of that along with savings account and money market accounts. The M2 money supply consists of the most liquid forms of capital, and that's generally what people look at when they want to know what is a country's total money supply. And the money supply of China has doubled since 2017, totaling about 44 trillion US dollars. Let's compare China's money supply with the US, which has been known to fly off the handle when it comes to printed money. And you could see in the same time frame, the Chinese money supply has gone up to 110%, while the US has only increased to 65.95. And some of you might be saying, well, China has a larger population, and as the population grows, the money supply is going to increase. Here's a chart of the Chinese money supply and the percentage growth of the Chinese population. So since 2017, it has only grown 0.5%. But what if the overall income of the Chinese population has been increasing? So let's look at the GDP per capita. We don't have information for 2025, but we do know, at least from 2017 to 2024, that the GDP per capita income has grown by 42.95%. So that doesn't fill the extra 70% deficit that we have here. As you all know, when a country starts flooding the market with a large supply of money, something's going on, something's wrong. Usually when there's a large printing of money like this, people are worried about prices inflating, but not so with China. They've been struggling with deflation both in the consumer and the producer end. Reuters put an article showing that their consumer inflation is at a 5-month high. Yeah, it's not even at 1%, it's at 0.5%, and quite often it was dropping down to below zero. So even though there is a lot of money floating around in the economy, prices aren't rising because that money, that M2, isn't floating around. It's being held primarily in savings accounts. People of China are some of the best savers on the planet. They have a much higher savings rate than the United States, but that can backfire. When deflation sets in, like it has done in China, people will save their money because they will expect prices to fall later, and that slows down consumption. When consumption slows down, that's really bad for the producers, like the manufacturers and the farmers.